United States President Donald Trump's threat over the supply of hydrochloroquine, the anti-malaria drug used in the treatment of coronavirus patients. MEA sources have told India Today a pre-contracted consignment of hydrochloroquine for United States was already in process for potential clearance that will be shipped to United States. All further requests will be looked into after considering India's domestic consumption and demands of neighboring countries. The government has also clarified the current stock position. Indian companies will be able to meet the export commitments. Government has also reiterated India's need are priority. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi in a tweet said that India must help all nations, but medicines should be available for Indians first. He added, friendship isn't about retaliation. The MEA statement comes after Trump hinted at a possible retaliation if India does not export hydrochloroquine as requested on April 5th during the conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Spoke to him Sunday morning, called him, and I said we'd appreciate your allowing our supply to come out. If he doesn't allow it to come out, that would be okay, but of course there may be retaliation. Why wouldn't there be?
Geeta Mohan, Foreign Affairs Editor, India Today, joining me with more details on this story. Geeta, largely if you look at this, the language is something that a lot of people have not been able to digest what the United States President has said. Now, should we see this as India buckling under pressure, or what is the way out as far as the government is concerned without ruffling the feathers of the opposition?
Well, Ankit, look at the timeline. It is absolutely unfair to say that India is buckled under pressure because the decision to put it under prohibitive list, the prohibited list was on April 4th. The conversation between President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi took place on April 5th. The decision to allow pre-orders, prepaid consignments to go through came through yesterday before Donald Trump had even spoken about the threat. So the threat came after the decision had already been taken by the Indian government to allow consignments of HCQ to go through, for which payments have already been made, and the orders were placed before it was put under the prohibited list on April 4th. Therefore, there is no buckling under pressure. What India is saying is very clear. A few things over here, that priorities are set. Domestic consumption first, after which would come neighborhood, because the countries around India are smaller and cannot source HCQ the way other bigger countries can. And then rest of the world. Having said that, right now, even as India is assessing its own demand for HCQ, there were orders that were placed and payments that were made, and India is going to honor those orders.
Thank you for joining us with all those details.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis,